from me, hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me, checking me, but his game is kinda weak, and I know that he cannot approach me, 'cause I'm looking like class and he's looking like trash. Can't get with a deadbeat ass. So no, I don't want your number, no, I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no, don't want none of your time, no.
The one you love to hate, Andrew Anderson, stating truth that just can't make. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not, dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain, well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
Can't get no love from me, hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me, checking me, but his game is kinda weak, and can't get no love from me, hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me, checking me, but his game is kinda weak, and I know that he cannot approach me, 'cause I'm looking like class and he's looking like trash. Can't get with a deadbeat ass. So no, I don't want your number, no, I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no, don't want none of your time, no.
The one you love to hate, Andrew Anderson, stating truth that just can't make. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not, dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain, well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free.
welcome to College Sports Villains. This is going to be a great show tonight. It is going to be amazing. We have a lot to talk about. New era, new alliance. Same old friends. None of that's changing. But I will tell you that I've been excited about this all week. So, without further ado, I want to introduce our first co-host, and I want to go ahead and get her. Emily, it is a great day. How are you doing?
Doing great. Ready for the show.
Excellent. Me too. We got a lot of good content tonight, right? We got we're gonna recap last week, whatever games that they want to bring up. Vanderbilt, Missouri. We're gonna bring that up. Chris is gonna be a little late. James is gonna be a little late. The norm. We're waiting on Matt to get back to his seat so we can talk to him. So here we go. All right. So I want to go ahead and welcome our last co-host. And before I put it in, I gotta apologize to James because I accused this man of deleting Mac's intro. I accused him 3 weeks in a row, and yeah, it was completely there. Mac, what's going on?
Hey, that's a fucking entrance.
Right. And it was like I thought it was something else. And I was like, man, James must have deleted this shit, man. And 3 weeks in a row I accused him. You know what? He said in the comments he didn't do it. I guess I should have listened. He's like, no, man, I ain't do that.
Well, he said the same thing on his show last week. He was like, man, I can't find your new entrance. Like, oh, well, somebody deleted it.
Now it's there the whole time, man. I got it confused with somebody else's intro. I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I want to start with the meme of the week. I would really like Chris here for this, but we can go back to it. So they can say they didn't all they want, but I'm up in every single group, man. I am in every little niche on Facebook and X and all the little sports groups. Oklahoma said, since they joined the SEC, they were going to run it. We are going to run the SEC. It ain't shit. We're going to win every game. We finna show y'all. Well, Tennessee showed them something after all, didn't they?
Yep, that ass whooping.
And Mac, so let me tell you something. So Auburn got beat by Arkansas. This is a true story, right? So you tell me how Oklahoma at Auburn this week. Oklahoma's so good, right? It's only a 2.5 point spread. And the money line is flowing in on Auburn. So when the money line flows in on somebody, they know something, right? Because these people are smart. So what do you think? Do you think? Well, we're gonna get into predictions later, but what do you think, Mac, about Oklahoma and all the shit?
Okay, so I can tell you right now that those two teams are not the same. Okay, Tennessee and Auburn are not close to the same level. The fact that people are thinking because Oklahoma got smoked by Tennessee that it's going to happen from Auburn, fuck no. Give me the money line. I will take that money line on Oklahoma all motherfucking day.
So I thought the same thing. And then I'm watching it, right? Money line starts at 3. I mean, the spread starts at 3, goes to 2.5, goes down to 2, goes back up to 2.5. Then it's back up to 3. And when I checked a couple hours ago, it's back down to 2.5. So, and I'm with you. Like that seems like a real safe bet. Bet on Oklahoma, way better than Auburn. But why is the spread and the money line going so hard for Auburn? That's my concern for this game. Like, do they know something that I do not?
Now I would have said this. Like, if
It's a 1-point spread.
If Oklahoma would have lost in a blowout, like I mean, they scored like 3 fucking points and that's it. Like then I would understand your concern. But they scored a couple of times. Am I not correct?
Yeah, they got 14.
Exactly. Their offense went up and down the field a couple times. So I mean, like I said, for me, if it would have been a close game against Tennessee, I could see it being a trap game. But no, I'm sorry. I think Oklahoma comes out here and they're going to take out revenge from what happened last week, and they're going to do something similar to Auburn.
So 1-point spread now. 1-point spread. Also, they have 9 people injured. 2 of them are questionable, 4 are doubtful, 2 are out, and 1 is probable. These are starters
for Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's why this spread's so low, and the money line's on Auburn. So I should have done my research earlier, but I mean, like, that's a lot of people to lose. 9. I mean, you got 11 on each side of the ball. I mean, you're looking at almost half your team probable, doubtful, out. I don't know, man. I don't know. This may be AC's upset of the week if I continue to see this go on, but I got a different game in mind.
Okay, so I'm looking right now. So Oklahoma is the favorite on the money line
by 1. Oh, you talking about the money line? No, it's even on the money line.
No, I mean not from what I'm sitting here looking at.
So what you doing? What you taking?
Okay, so now after hearing that, I mean, it's Auburn, it's at home. Oklahoma's missing some guys, but dude, it's still really tough for me because is the quarterback out?
So no. So what happened was they had a quarterback named Jackson Arnold, right? He's 5-star. He's the future. Well, he stunk it up in the Tennessee game, and they put in the true freshman, and the true freshman is the one that came in and scored the points that they had. So they benched Jackson Arnold, and now the freshman is starting. What's going on, JQ? That's our man right there. We love JQ. So they got a true freshman starting in Auburn as well because it's at Auburn.
Okay.
Man, all I'm saying is this is a game to keep your eye on is the point. What do you think, Emily?
Yes, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, a true freshman going into Jordan-Hare Stadium, which is a wild environment, right? You've got 9 people injured. Most of them are questionable or out, right? So I don't know, Mac. I don't bet like you do, right? Like that's not my thing. I don't get into it. I don't do stuff like that. But if I were a betting man, I would stay the fuck away from this game because if it's down to 1 and there are that many injuries and there's a true freshman starting, it could go one of 2 ways. 1, Oklahoma has more talent, top to bottom, all the way across the board. We can all agree on that, right? Like offense, defense, special teams, Oklahoma's more talented. However, going into a hostile environment for the first time as a true freshman with a bunch of injuries, you don't know who's protecting, you don't know who's catching the ball, could go that way too. Auburn could blow them out. It's a game I'm staying away from if I'm a betting man, is my point, Matt.
You know what? Nah, fuck that shit. I'm going Oklahoma. Oklahoma.
So you're willing to put money on it?
Yeah, I'll put $1 on that parlay.
Man, I not a money guy on that. So I actually will release our picks later because let me tell you, I struggled with this pick back and forth, and this was Monday, Matt. Monday, as early as Monday, I had the other team that's on my predictions in there. Like, there's something about this game that intrigues me. The money line, the spread, the injuries. I don't know, man. I may be willing to make you a non-monetary bet on that. Because I don't bet money. It's just not my thing. But so we'll come up with some monetary bet. Because I just
how about the Commanders?
Later, so this is going to be like, well, why are we making this bet? But just for shits and grins, I think Auburn has something for Oklahoma this week. I do. So we're still waiting on Chris and James. So let's so we have this game. So all right. So what we'll do is we'll play our first FAFO, Matt. We got two of them. You ready? This one I absolutely loved. I was crying. Let's look at our FAFO, everybody.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
Man, like, look, this is the definition of don't fucking play in the street. Like, what is you doing? Like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm just gonna start dancing, and then I'm gonna get hit by a car. So this dude, instead of jumping left or right, said, "I will just fall to the ground and put my hand out." Let's watch again.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
Like, bro, if I look and there's a car coming at me, and that thing was probably only going about 20 miles an hour, but that's enough to really hurt you. I'm jumping left, or I'm jumping right, or I'm jumping up, and I'm gonna roll. Like, you're not just gonna lay down and let you smack me in the face. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, common sense ain't common no more.
No. Could you imagine the scenario? And this is a sports show, and we'll get back into sports. All right. So one of your homies, or maybe your wife, or whoever, right? They're like, "Hey, I want you to jump out the car real quick, stand in the middle of the road, do a little dance, sing a song for me." What you saying, Matt?
No.
No. Yeah, same here. I ain't doing that shit. I mean, but this is a trend. This is TikTok trend, right? That this is the new generation. So somebody needs to tell the new generation not to hop in the middle of the street and do a dance, because people do not give a fuck.
No. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Fuck that. Let's thin the herd, baby. Let's thin the herd. Let's get the stupid fuckers out of here, bro. Like, it is very true. I feel like the younger generation is from I'd say 25 and under right now. Just the common sense is lacking, bro.
They live in a fake world. They live in social media. They don't understand the real world till it literally hits them. Literally. So they
and figuratively.
They
But literally.
It's population control.
What's that?
Population control.
Oh, it is.
That's what TikTok does for us now. Population control.
They live in TikTok land. They live in YouTube land, and they're like, "Hey man, that shit looks fun. I'm finna try that." You know,
Let's eat the Tide Pods.
The Tide Pod. Yeah. See, what happened was they saw some country motherfuckers out in the middle of South Dakota where there are no cars do this, and they're like, "Cool, I'm gonna try it." So they in the middle of LA and New York and Baltimore and shit, and they jump out the road and try it, and these motherfuckers don't play there. Get out of my way, bam! Just run them over. Like that's reality hitting you, right? You in the middle of South Dakota, no cars are there. I mean, that shit, that's, you know what? Like, look, y'all, if y'all don't understand, one more time.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
He's like, yes, then the damn herd. All right, so matter of fact, I'm glad that he did that, because Jonathan will be joining us here in a little while. I got to make sure I send him the link. So Matt, and Emily too. I'm gonna start with you though, Matt. So let's just say one of your kids, right? They call you, Dad. So I was fucking around making a stupid little video and I got hit by a car. Come help me. What you saying?
Did it hurt? Did you learn a lesson?
Right. And I'm with you there. That's the question I'm asking. What did you learn?
I'd be like, was it your car?
I mean, these kids, man. And I got kids, right? Like I got a bunch of kids, dude, bunch of kids. And like I just would be like, man, what are you doing? Jump out of a hot air balloon basket. Yeah, I mean, like, no, Jonathan. Like they will do it. we not giving them that idea. And not to say that when I was young, I did not do my share of stupid things.
You did.
Because I did, and we detailed them on this show with my buddy. But with that being said, like I didn't jump out in the road and start dancing for a camera. Like, I ain't eat no Tide Pods. Back in my day, like if something didn't taste good, you didn't eat it. I don't know. I'm confused.
So I don't have a whole lot of room to talk. So when I was a young teenager, we found backyard wrestling, and yeah, I jumped off a 2-story house onto somebody through a trampoline, and luckily we were smart enough to put mattresses underneath because we went through.
So, yes. So we had a
dumb things.
My wife has seen the house I grew up in. It is a 2-story house. We had an in-ground swimming pool. In-ground.
Oh, skateboard?
No. So on the no skateboard. So all right, over here where you can't see the back. So like my wife can't see it, but on the back side of the house where the pool area is, we had a drink machine, right? Like a legit ass Coca-Cola drink machine my parents bought. Mm-hmm. So we put a ladder up on it, climbed on the roof. Like I'm gonna jump into the pool. This gonna be fun. 2 stories up, I'm gonna jump in the pool. I'm gonna look so cool. And the jump wasn't that far. So I didn't miss. But I hit the water. And I will tell you, it hurt really, really bad. Knocked the air out of me. I'm struggling to get out of the deep end because the deep end's 9 foot. And I'm just trying to get my fat ass over to the shallow end so I can stand up and bruise all the way down. But I could not breathe for a week. I didn't even tell my parents. I'm like, fuck it. Like, my parents are already mad enough at the dumb shit I do. Last thing I'm going to do is tell them that I jumped off the top of the house in the pool when they weren't home. I'd never be able to go swimming again. So I just kind of walked around the house like, they're like, what happened? Oh, I fell. I fell and hurt myself, yo. Yeah, JQ was like backyard wrestling.
Exactly. That, like, dude, the Jackass videos, that was just fuel to the fire, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was. All right. So.
Nobody can stop me now.
No Mercy Sports. James in the house. How are we doing, my friend?
Oh my God. I'll tell you what, I'm doing better than an Oakland Athletics fan and a Chicago White Sox fan, baby.
Well, I hope so. That really doesn't give us a lot of reference because they're all a bunch of sad fucks. But hey,
I was about to say,
exactly.
It's not hard not being depressed, okay? It's not that hard. But with those fan bases, it's very, very hard.
Hey, look, Oakland is on the verge of, or Oakland just played their last game in the Oakland Coliseum. The Chicago White Sox are on the verge of making literal history of being the worst team in MLB history. And Chicago White Sox fans want to be a fan of that? I couldn't. I could never.
I am trying. I don't know where it went. I'm trying to find my video of my trip to Georgia. I put it in the group chat, right? I should be able to find it there.
Hold up. Why do we have a witch on this episode right now?
So we have one every day, every episode.
It's because it's spooky season, isn't it?
It's always spooky season in our house. I just want to go and clarify that. All right. So look, I'm not ignoring y'all or the show. I'm trying to get this trying to get this uploaded real quick. Because I want to show this video. But James, while we're here, we're gonna introduce our special guest in a second. What you think?
I mean, it's not wrong.
Correct.
Hell, even watching College Game Day when Pat McAfee did the second greatest Uno reverse and was like, "Hey, not today. Give me good old Rocky Mountaintop." And I was like,
well, I don't think there was an actual person outside of Oklahoma fans who obviously live in delusion that thought Oklahoma was going to win that game. Like, there wasn't anybody outside of Oklahoma fans that sat there and said, you know what, Oklahoma can beat Tennessee. Yeah, that can happen. Nobody, unless you were an Oklahoma fan, thought that was a reality. Like,
hey,
no.
Welcome to the SEC, baby.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I have a feeling we're not in the Big 12 no more, Toto.
They are not in the Big 12 no more. So I'm going to. All right, hold on a second. I get this uploaded and then I'll be done fucking around. We'll take our commercial and get down to brass tacks. Is that it?
Giants are up 3-0.
That they are.
Excellent. Let's see. It is the stuff of legend. Big upset. Kentucky will beat Ole Miss and Oxford. Hey, we gonna talk about that, Matt. We gonna talk about it. They ain't playing Kansas. They ain't playing Kansas. Right. So
that's a comment right there.
We're gonna get back to that comment, but we're gonna take our first commercial break here. As soon as I can. All right, you're watching College Sports Villains in partnership.
That it can't get no love from me. Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me, checking me, but his game is kinda weak, and I know that he cannot approach me, 'cause I'm looking like glass and he's looking like trash. Can't get with a deadbeat ass. Oh no, I don't want your number, no. I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no. Don't want none of your time, no. To hate Andrew Anderson, stating truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide.
Welcome to the show, Vandy Chris.
What is up? What is up? What is up?
So I have a question for you, and I don't want you to make a prediction. That's not what I want from here. All right. So, So what is going on in the world right now, bro, is Oklahoma is a 1-point favorite over Auburn right now. And a lot of people are putting money on Auburn. They're starting a true freshman. They got 9 injuries. You see any way Auburn pulls this game off? Or are they just crazy in Vegas? Don't
think that-
make prediction. Just tell me what you think about the spread and how the money line's going.
I think people betting on Auburn haven't paid attention to what Auburn is.
Mm-hmm.
So Matt echoed that sentiment earlier before you got on. He's like Auburn. I'm taking that bet all day long. He sure did. That's how it went. Now, but let's go ahead and address this comment real quick. And we're going to do our predictions. I don't even think Ole Miss was on our prediction. We didn't do Ole Miss in Kentucky, so we can do it now. We'll start with James over here. James, Ole Miss in Kentucky. Is Matt right? Is Kentucky going to go into Oxford and pull out a victory?
Look, Maddie, I know you've been on my live streams and everything, and look, you've been a pleasure to have on my live streams and all that good stuff. But yes, Kentucky did hold Georgia to 13 points in that game. But there is no way in hell that they go into Ole Miss and upset Ole Miss. There's just no way, especially with Lane Kiffin coaching and a Heisman Trophy candidate being Jackson Dart. There's no way.
So I'll get to mine in a minute. So Ole Miss big is what you're saying.
Not big, but it's definitely going to be a better, hard-fought win for Ole Miss.
They said, no, they ain't winning shit. Emily, Ole Miss in Kentucky.
You already know my opinion. Kentucky ain't winning.
That's right. Right.
Mm.
Spoken like a true Alabama witch.
Chris.
Okay, so the Kentucky Georgia game. Here's what I take away from it. Kentucky held the ball 8 minutes longer than Georgia.
Correct. It was like
they ran 30 more plays than Georgia.
Good game plan.
And still lost.
True, but it was a good game plan.
Yes, great game plan. But here's the problem. Georgia's offense is built where they have to get into a rhythm.
Mm.
The more plays they run, the better they get.
Correct.
Ole Miss ain't built like that. They're just not. Ole Miss can strike at a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to get into a rhythm. There's no way, I don't care how long Kentucky holds the ball, they're not going to stop the Ole Miss offense like they were able to control Georgia's.
So
you can hold the ball for 10 minutes longer than Ole Miss and get boat raced quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So you got Ole Miss big.
I got Ole Miss big. I'm calling 3 or more.
So does Vegas. So does Vegas. It's a 15.5-point spread.
It is.
Ooh.
So what about you, Matt? They getting boat raced?
Well, I don't know about boat race, but I know Mississippi, Ole Miss is going to win comfortably by 2 possessions.
So you said the spread was 15.5. I'm taking Ole Miss on that spread.
So when I say 2 possessions, it could be 10 points.
Right.
I mean, it could be 14. 15, so, it's generous, but for me, I'll bet money line on that one.
So here, I agree with Chris here. I don't think this is going to be close. He hit the nail on the head. Ole Miss can score in one play at any time, just like that. And if Kentucky goes down, misses a field goal, even hits a field goal, well, it's 14 points on Ole Miss's side, 3 points on Kentucky. That is just reality. They're boat racing them. I agree with Chris here. So, of course, we got, and I don't, like I said, I'm just gonna pull this up. I don't want predictions yet. We ain't there. I'm excited. We're gonna talk about it.
Oh yeah.
So excited about this game, and we are so divided. I love it. So, let's look over my top 10 that I lazily didn't involve anybody else in anymore. I just did it myself and posted it like I do every week. We had the same conversation. We'll go right down the line. James, what's right? What's wrong? Who would you kick out? Who would you bring in?
Ooh, man. Yeah, for Georgia, we really are going to see what they're made of when they play Alabama. Even for Alabama, the question remains like, yes, I did predict that Jalen Milroe was going to take a big step forward this season, but he is going up against a team that is on what looks like a revenge tour this season. And we are possibly looking at a possible, I say this with serious emphasis, possible, because I know that Texas could make it as well. Georgia versus Alabama SEC championship. But for right now, Texas, yes, they're cruising along. Man, last time I picked Mississippi State, that shit aged like milk.
So I just want to say we told you so. But before you continue on, we're going to come back to this. I am going to bring on our special guest because the Ole Miss Kentucky is the big reason why I wanted this guest on right now. So I'm going to mute the boy, and we're going to bring on our special guest, and then we're going to talk about Kentucky, and then we'll get back to this. James, you can continue on where Ohio State is.
All good.
My mind is slow. Welcome, Jonathan. I'll pull this down real quick because we're gonna let y'all go over that. James is at Ohio State. Sorry to cut you off, but the Kentucky game was the whole reason Ole Miss that Jonathan wanted his opinion. Jonathan,
what's going on?
15.5 point spread, my friend. What you got? What you got on this game?
Oh, brother. I'm normally not a cocky kind of fan, but I think we're getting disrespected in this game. Kentucky, it's kind of like Chris touched on. Ole Miss can quick strike. Kentucky can control the clock, but it seems like they can't finish and score touchdowns, as we saw that against Georgia. Yeah, I think Ole Miss is going to come in on a vengeance and ready to show that we can play an SEC play besides non-conference games. I think we're going to come out hot, and I think we're going to send a message. 38-14.
I will tell you, I would not be at all surprised to see that score, and I don't think Chris would either.
Nope, no. Not at all.
Not at all. So I'm glad you're here. So hang out with us for a little bit, Jonathan. So James, you were at Ohio State. Walk us through it. What am I right, wrong, otherwise?
Yeah, so Texas, they're cruising right along. They have Quinn Ewers, they have Arch Manning, and Arch Manning has arguably the greatest cheat code in football history with Peyton and Eli, for crying out loud. But Ohio State, yeah, they're definitely the only non-SEC team that could win it all. This is easily their year. If Ryan Day can't get the job done, man, I hate to say it, I think that dude needs to go. Just saying.
So if he doesn't win it all, he needs to go.
In a way, yes.
Crazy talk. Continue on.
Ole Miss, it is SEC time. Lane Kiffin, Jackson Dart, we're going to see what you're made of. Tennessee wasn't even close. I mean, come on. Pat McAfee, or I should say Pat McAgoat, predicted this with the second greatest Uno reverse on college game day history, and it's not even close. Penn State out here playing the National Guard. We're gonna see how that holds up. Oregon, big play is going to be yeah. There a lot of these teams where what their schedule predicts for them, we're gonna see how it works out for them. The U though, I mean, I'll say this: it really looks like Cam Ward is playing normal speed, and everybody else is playing in slow motion. You know, yeah. Clemson looks like Dabo got it figured out, but we still got a long ways to go.
I am so looking forward to Chris's take on this top 10 because he is going to eat one of these alive, and I can't wait to tell him how wrong he is. Emily, what we got here?
Well, we're going to see Georgia lose.
Cowboys took the lead, 7-3.
Alabama can definitely make a statement Saturday.
They could.
And
I'm not too sure Dabo's got anything figured out, but sure.
you people gonna eat me alive on that. All right, Mac, what you got?
All right. By the end of this weekend, Georgia will no longer be on top. Alabama will be number 2 behind Texas, and I'm not gonna lie, Ohio State is pretty much right where they want to be. Tennessee needs to move on up. I'll say that. Everybody else is pretty much sitting comfortable. Clemson, oy vey, like, I'm just like, if they lose anymore, just cut it. Just cut it. University of Miami. I mean, I like what I see so far, but well, I mean, it's are they going to stand the test of time? Ole Miss, though, I'm very happy with them this year. They've been doing exactly what everybody said they couldn't do, and I'm enjoying it. To sit there and watch sportscasters say some I don't know, I guess outlandish things, and then literally have to eat crow while they're calling the game is fucking hilarious. Like, you highlighting this player on that team, you're sucking that team's dick all game. Oh, well, be careful this guy and be careful that guy. And you're sitting there singing praises, but you won't say one fucking positive thing about Mississippi. Like, you guys are just fucking assholes at this point. Like, and Tom Brady did it to us when he did the Ravens game. Like, you know, he kept up playing the other team. But I get it. It's what happens, but fucking ain't right. Like to see Ole Miss.
So one thing that I heavily disagree with you on, if Alabama beats Georgia, they will jump Texas for the number 1. That's the only thing I disagree with you on.
Well, I mean, I'm sure, because look at the strength of schedule right now.
That's a good point.
So, Chris, go ahead. I know you've been waiting for this. I know it. Go ahead. We're going to talk about Vandy, JD. We're going to talk about it.
Yes. Texas is absolutely cruising along. I will say this. Out of all the football I've watched so far this year, the best 2 teams unquestionably are Texas and Tennessee. And I say that as I vomit in my mouth because I hate Tennessee passion. I wish they'd lose every freaking game they play. But
give me that good old Rocky Top.
I have to be real. You know, I can be a realist. That's a damn good football team.
Oh yeah.
Georgia and Alabama. Which one can handle a wet rock?
Right. No predictions yet.
Which one can handle a wet rock? That's what we're going to find out. So yes, we'll see if one can make a statement or the other one see what they're made of. We'll absolutely see.
Correct.
I disagree on Ohio State being the only non-SEC team that can win it all. I think Penn State's a threat. Even with the ugly game against Bowling Green, that's a really good Bowling Green football team with an SEC quarterback. I think Penn State's business. So I'm not sure that Ohio State is the only SEC team that can win it. Now, can Penn State do what they haven't done in the past? That's yet to be seen. Ole Miss, definitely. It's SEC time. You've enjoyed the frosting on the cupcakes. Now it's time to get down to business. Oregon, they're really starting to click. The early, Idaho's not a bad football program. They had 300 more yards than they did. The score was ugly. I get that. Boise State, they played a kid that has 2 games with 6 touchdowns. He might be the leading candidate for the Heisman right now, in my opinion, and Ashton Genty. So I don't put any stock into those early season close calls. But what they're doing, they're heating up. They're playing really good again. I'm not buying Miami. I'm just not. I don't know. I can't buy him right now. As far as Dabo, I will say this. Ever since I went live and said, Cade Klubnik, you are not that guy, Cade Klubnik has gone off. I don't know if he heard me.
Correct.
Or if he heard all the other announcers saying the same thing I was saying. But this dude has hit the switch, and they look real.
Yes. So here's the thing, and here's why Clemson's number 10, and I'm looking at the rest of their schedule. Not sure there's anybody on that schedule that can beat them. Jonathan, what do you think about this top 10? Where am I right, wrong, ugly? What would you change?
Yeah, I think I think you got the 10 right. Let's see. My screen's a little smaller, so y'all bear with me.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, Georgia. Yeah. Georgia, Bama. I've had that one circled since the schedule come out. We're gonna see how good Georgia really is. Texas, they're yeah. You're not gonna hear me say this very often, but this weekend you're not gonna hear me say this often, but this weekend, God have mercy on Mississippi State.
I told y'all.
Ohio State, the only non-SEC. Yeah, I'm going to kind of echo Chris's statements. I'm starting to buy Penn State a little bit more as each week goes on. I know they struggle with Bowling Green, but I think they could be a contender. And Ole Miss, now it's SEC. Yep, let's roll up in sleeves, boys. Let's see what we got. And then Tennessee, as expected. Yeah, I mean, Tennessee didn't play that great offensively, and that's a testament to Oklahoma's defense too. But they still won. They can win ugly games, or they can kill you, depending on the situation. I think Tennessee's really, really good. I almost would put them ahead of Ole Miss, to be honest with you, right now. Penn State out there playing Nashville. Yeah, like I said, I think they're a pretty good team. I think they're a contender. Oregon, let's see. Y'all help me out. What's that say about Oregon?
Big Ten play is going to be interesting for them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that Ohio State game, the Michigan game, maybe the Wisconsin game. I know they play UCLA this weekend, but they should win that game. But I think they're getting hot too. I've been high on them. Y'all know that ever since August. Miami, is it the same old you? We'll see. I was excited about this Virginia Tech game coming up Friday, but then Virginia Tech lost to Chris's boys. So I don't know what to think of Miami yet. Questions out. Clemson. Yeah, Clemson's they're looking good. So yeah, we'll see what they got, but they're rising.
I just want to say, I told you so on Vanderbilt and Virginia Tech, and I want. Go ahead, Chris. Then I want to call you.
So I just wanted to correct something that Jonathan said about Tennessee.
Go ahead.
that their offense really struggled?
No.
I disagree.
No.
That was the most conservative game I've ever seen Josh Heupel call in his entire career. They ran the ball 49 times and threw it 23.
Good point.
That's a 2-to-1 advantage running the ball. He could have lit that thing up at any point in time and embarrassed Oklahoma, and he chose not to
So
Yeah, he didn't want to
because
embarrass his
it
old
means
ground.
something to him. Right.
Yeah.
he's an Oklahoma alum. So I just
That's
want
good.
to
Good
say,
point.
I got a question for James.
What's up?
So, will we be picking Mississippi State to win any more games this year?
Maybe one.
You dirty son of a bitch. As soon as you said Mississippi, I knew you were going in that fucking direction.
We told you.
We told you.
Like, Mississippi State is hot ass. Florida is very bad,
Okay.
but Mississippi State is hot ass, bro.
So I have a question
Hey,
for
you
Jonathan.
never know. Much like the movie Any Given Sunday, it could be any given Saturday.
Not with Mississippi State.
So I actually have a question for Jonathan.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
With the success that Ole Miss has had, are they going to be able to drown out the noise that's going to be amplified starting this week when Billy Napier gets fired on Sunday morning?
Well,
JD, come on. Our high school can't even win 4 games in a year. Come on now. That was our high school.
that's going to be a good question, Chris, because if y'all remember a couple years ago when the Lane and Auburn rumors were flying rapid, that team that year fell apart down the stretch because they were 7-1, I think, and then wheels fell off all the way to the Texas Bowl. So that'll be interesting.
In all fairness, the schedule got very harder at the end of that as well. Let's
Good
not
point.
pretend like the wheels just fell off and they were losing to fucking Mississippi State and Temple. I mean, like, they ran into their Alabamas and their LSUs in that stretch.
And to be fair, at media days the next year, Lane admitted he did not do a good job of coaching his team to tune out the noise.
So, y'all are here now. We did a FAFO. I've got another one, but I want to go ahead and do this one because y'all missed it. And just tell me what y'all think.
Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
It's still funny.
Yes!
He gone.
Oops.
It's a video game type shit that you would see in like GTA or something. Holy shit!
That was I was watching that earlier. I'm like, oh no, that's FAFO. So, real quick, Chris, James, and Jonathan, real quick answer here because we got a lot to cover. Chris, we'll start with you. Are you jumping out of a car if a loved one asks you to stand in the middle of the street and do a dance?
Well, hell no.
James.
Oh, I'm about to go deep on this one. You could give me the same amount of money that Diddy has offered for so long, being $50 million, and I would still say no.
So let's not talk about baby oil today. Jonathan, what are you going to get out if your kids or your wife or any loved one says, hey, get out and dance for me in the middle of the road?
Absolutely freaking not. I mean, you could give me Patrick Mahomes' contract and I would not do that.
Hold on.
I value my life.
Fuck that. Fuck the Patrick Mahomes money. Yeah.
I value my life.
Fuck that.
Hold on.
If I'm driving on the highway, fuck that.
No. At that speed, all day.
There's
dead though.
Well,
there's an apology that needs to be made. So, James, for 3 weeks, I accused you of deleting Mac's intro. I accused you every single week. You even come in the comments and said, no, I didn't. So I found it. It was there the whole time. I thought it was a different intro.
I got to apologize too, by the way.
So I'm sorry because I straight for three ass weeks in a row said, man, James deleted this shit. Had to be him.
So
But
real
you
quick,
did
Matt.
not, bro. You did not. So we got another hour's perfect because we got a lot. So I want to go ahead and introduce our next FAFO. Not quite as intricate as the other one, but still. Ooh.
Ouch.
Ugh.
That's
Oh,
not,
I even
that's
clinched
not
up
the
on
one I
that.
sent you, Andrew.
Oh,
What's that?
oh,
That's not the one I sent you.
No, I
oh.
don't know where it went. Like,
So I'll just be real here. That one there kind of gives me vibes of the one I sent Andrew earlier this week.
yeah, for real.
Uh,
So,
Oh,
y'all,
real. I clenched up so tight, you would have thought Bush Davis was standing right behind me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he knows.
so I have a new series. And Clemson's next. We actually went to Clemson, but didn't do the video, whatever. So you have a new series on college sports villains, right? College sports villains is blowing up. I appreciate all the love, like just thousands and thousands of people reacting and the show and my shorts and my memes. Like I love y'all, but we went to the Georgia Stadium. Like they didn't play this week. Like I don't know, but y'all can walk right in. Like when you come on the road, they let you walk right into a certain point, enjoy the stadium, all that. Hey, big ups to Georgia for that. I wish more stadiums did that. But let's find out what happened on our visit to the University of Georgia.
Here we are at the University of Georgia Stadium, looking for the elusive barking fan, wearing the local gear so they don't catch on to what I'm doing. Yeah, but these guys, they bark at children. Bunch of weird fucks here in Georgia, but here we are.
no lie detected.
No, y'all. We walked right into the stadium, walked right over to the side with the field in the backdrop, and I straight just made my video, and then we rolled out.
Oh my God.
Somewhere Bill Goldberg is lurking.
Oh yeah. No, so funny story, true story.
Bret Hart, get over that fucking bullshit.
Yes.
I am blocked by two people on Twitter or X, whatever. Two people I'm blocked on X. One I deserved, one I did not. Will Muschamp, I deserved it. Like I went to a complete psychopath, and I've apologized to him on the show. I don't know if you ever see it. Like I lost my mind. I'm not that man anymore. The things I said to you were inappropriate, and I apologize. And that's what an adult's all about, right? But in 2009, I have another friend. I will not mention his name on here because I do not want him to get his ass beat. So we had just discovered Twitter. Brand new to us. And I was like, 2009, I was young. I was young-ish anyway, like 28 or something. 27. And so he goes, hey, let me see the phone. I want to tweet at Stone Cold because we were scrolling through Twitter and there was Stone. So he tweeted at Stone Cold Steve Austin, which I am blocked, by the way. To this day, still cannot see his tweets. I am blocked. So he tweets at this massive redneck with big meaty claws the following. When you would go on the road wrestling, I would be at home with your wife, Debbie. Under my name. He tweeted this at this big fucking redneck meaty claw having motherfucker under my name. And me, Stone Cold was like, I'm just not gonna deal with this bullshit and block me. So I was like, oh my God.
Not the rattlesnake.
Not the Texas rattlesnake.
But that is a true story. That really, really happened. So crazy. But
I got blocked by somebody on Twitter. Somebody
yes,
famous
you did.
too. And his name happens to be Clay Travis. My personal account is blocked by Clay Travis over a debate about Peyton Manning.
What the hell?
Where he was defending Peyton Manning while I was being critical because he'd been accused 3 different times of SA. I think he's a horrible human being. And this
Hey.
went on for 3 days, and Clay Travis blocked me. He's got me blocked to this day, 8 years later.
I got one thing in common with Peyton Manning.
What's that?
We both got massive foreheads.
Yeah, but he grew his through human horses.
No.
You're just
Correction.
locked in.
His
You're just
crew
locked
when
in.
he
That's
went
all.
to
That's all.
Denver.
Hey, hold up. Jonathan.
Yeah.
This comment is for you.
All right. Jackson Dart will struggle. Hang on, let me pull that back up. I just missed it. Okay, we'll see. We'll see, buddy. We'll see.
So,
We will see indeed.
So that is a fact too. That is 100% fact. Maybe I was just taking out my frustrations on Will Muschamp because you lost every fucking game. But anyway, that's
Hey, y'all still got Sandstorm.
Hey, look. Hold up. Yeah. Look, let me tell you, that shit gets me hype every time. And 1 week from Saturday, there's gonna be a little game in Williams-Brice. 3:30 primetime game.
I
But
know
we
where
will
this is going.
next week. So here we go. I don't really have to detail this because this is mine. I wrote it. I am the author. So James, in a quick little rundown on what I've got here, what do you think?
Yeah, so can they really roll the tide over on Georgia? They just might, but it's going to be a very hard fought game. Like, this is going to be SEC championship hard fought. Georgia, again, SEC championship hard fought game. LSU. Kelly, I don't give a fuck what you say. You are a bum in the SEC. Tennessee, that was an awesome big road win to welcome Oklahoma to the SEC, and it's not even close. Kentucky, Stoops time is it's running quite short. Look, Kentucky fans, you might want to stick to basketball. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah. I know y'all remember that. I know you guys remember that. That is the coach I'm thinking of, right? Yeah, rip my shirt off and everything. That's the guy, right?
Yeah, Texas A&M. I'll be honest, I really didn't see that. So if they missed the kick, they missed the kick.
Stop.
Oh.
Perfect. I'll let you watch it, bro.
Attempt when they've been inside the 20, and Bond drills him. Just squeezed it in. Counts all the same. 6-point lead for A&M, but Bowling Green still very much in it.
Bowling Green, they bended, but they didn't break here. Great job holding it off. Just
okay. First off, Bowling Green, the team that Penn State struggled against. Second, that was an obvious miss. Get the fuck out of here, Texas A&M. South Carolina. Y'all stood on business. Yes, you did. 10 toes down when you standing on business. Auburn. Y'all might be a fraud. Vandy. I'm going to see what you're made of later on down the road. Florida. Bill Napier safe for 1 week. I really don't know what to say more about that. Why y'all motherfuckers have not been the same since Dak fucking Prescott? Anyways, Ole Miss,
They
lots
weren't
of
good then
flashy.
either.
No.
Say again. For real. Say again.
I just said they weren't good then either.
They got the number 1 spot. That's true, but unfortunately, they ran into Alabama. So I'll give you that. Ole Miss, let's see what you made of. We in the SEC for a reason. Arkansas, you went into fucking Auburn of all places and got a fucking win. Missouri, yeah. The fucking the 4-leaf clover. Jesus Christ, can we use some actual words? Speaks for itself. Texas, Quinn Ewers, Arch Manning, it doesn't even matter. They're going to run rabid on you. Oklahoma, yes. Welcome to the fucking SEC. And Tennessee is a mid-team. Has been a mid-team in the SEC for quite a while.
So
What are you smoking?
Yeah, so I wonder what you're smoking too. But
The good stuff that I got from Snoop Dogg that he mailed in earlier.
Right. Tennessee has been a mid-tier program over the vast number of years. That is a fact. But like you said, can we use some words? Bro, it's a 4-leaf clover. You've seen it since you were a child. Your brain should have been able to process that.
This is Missouri, though. Oklahoma and Texas were powerhouses in the Big 12.
Different
Go ahead. Was Missouri.
Yeah.
They needed luck just to get a fucking win.
Emily, what you think? What's right, wrong, otherwise?
Oh, God, please be down.
Yeah, Alabama's going to get it.
Yes.
Freeze is a fraud, definitely.
He is, no doubt.
I think according to you, a lot of people are frauds. So yeah, everything else is pretty much right.
I gotta tell y'all, we're going to use Chris' section on this as a segue to the next topic before we get in. But Matt, what you see on here, right, wrong, otherwise?
Alabama is on a roll. Georgia absolutely looks like a playoff caliber team, but again, we're going to see fireworks this week. LSU, fuck LSU. Right? Got that bullshit win over South Carolina, and as far as I'm concerned, bro, that was all refs. Yeah, Tennessee big road win. Yeah, of course they did their thing against Oklahoma last week. Kentucky, look, man, I don't give a fuck. You know, you shit outside, you shit on the floor, you shit everywhere. You know, it is what it is. Texas A&M, I really like them this year as like a dark horse, but I don't know. Will they get it done when they really need to? We'll see. South Carolina, yep. I'm on board. I'm on board with you guys. I'm going to keep watching them. Fuck Auburn. Vandy, I don't know who you guys play this week, but I hope for the love of God it's a good game for you. Fuck the Gators. Fuck Mississippi State. Ole Miss. Fuck yeah. If you talking about flashy, that's a flashy fucking offense. Yeah, Arkansas. You know what? Hey, at least they got one. At least they got one.
Right.
You know, I mean, at least that give you something to look forward to next year. Maybe next year you might get two, but I wouldn't count on it. Yeah, somebody's got that motherfucking 4-leaf clover shoved up their ass, and let's see how long it'll last. Yeah, Manning Ewers. Yeah, I mean, I think we all feel the same way. I mean, after that showcase Manning put on, I mean, look, he's gonna have a bright future, and hopefully he lands with the right team. Oklahoma, they need a bounce back. They need a bounce back. Like and that's why I think they take care of business against Auburn. They might be banged up. They might have some guys on injury, but I'm just saying, like, the level of talent is. I think what ultimately is the game changer on here, and yeah, Oklahoma, they're gonna do well.
All right. Jonathan.
Yeah, pretty accurate for the most part. I agree. Alabama, can the tide roll? Yes, absolutely. Georgia, playoff caliber game. Oh, yeah. LSU, Kelly's still dancing. To kind of quote what the other guy just said, screw LSU. Screw them. Tennessee, big road win. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Kentucky, I don't hate Kentucky, so let me slow off my smack here a little bit. They do play good defense, but you're still a basketball school. You fixing to get your ass whooped Saturday. Anyway, Texas A&M, they missed that kick. I had not seen that until you just showed it a little bit ago.
Yeah, that's a miss, bro. And they called it good.
They called it good. South Carolina. Yeah, took care of business. It's my understanding that Akron sent a letter to the SEC officiating officers cussing them out because they got to play a pissed off South Carolina team. Just kidding.
That they did.
Freeze
they're starting quarterback and running back out.
Yeah, exactly. Freeze is a fraud. Look, I defended Hugh Freeze for so many years when he was with us, but now after seeing what he did this past week, I've got a football with his autograph. I'm trying to sell, but don't nobody want it. Anyway, Vandy, they want that safety. Vandy, so close, but still fun to watch. Florida, well, they won one. Yes, you did, Florida. Good little Florida. You got you a SEC win. Good for you. Even though it was against the shitheads in Starkville. Mississippi State, bro, no. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's pretty bad. Ole Miss, lots of flashy. Yeah, lots of flashy, absolutely. But let's see what we got come league play. I'm excited. We'll see what happens. Arkansas, hey, like I told y'all the first time I came on here, they gave me too many headaches as an Ole Miss fan. Yeah, you won an SEC game. Good for you. Mizzou, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, accurate. Texas, Manning, Ewers, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Texas is going to be fine for years to come. Oklahoma, welcome to the SEC, of course. And like y'all just said, they need a bounce back, and they need a bounce back quick.
Oh yeah, definitely. So before we go into Chris, because this is going to segue into our next section as soon as he hits Vanderbilt, we're going to take our final commercial break here.
Daddy can't get no love from me, hanging out the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me, checking me, but his game is kinda weak, and I know that he cannot approach me, cause I'm looking like glass and he's looking like trash. Can't get with a deadbeat ass, so no, I don't want your number, no, I don't wanna give you mine, and no, I don't wanna meet you nowhere, no, don't want none of your time, no.
To hate Andrew Anderson, stating truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain. Take taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down. Won't take.
Welcome back to College Sports Villains. I'm trying to keep the show under 2 hours so I can cut it up and make what I need to make. So, Chris, go ahead.
Can the Tide roll? Yeah, they can roll. Georgia, playoff caliber game. I believe it is a playoff caliber game, and it might be the only playoff game they get based on what I've seen out of them this year. Yes, they're good, but when you got Texas and Tennessee and Ole Miss running the gauntlet the way they've run the gauntlet so far, somebody's getting left out. You got Alabama and Georgia and Tennessee and Texas and Ole Miss. Somebody's getting left out based on what I've seen. I think Georgia might be that team. So, playoff caliber game? Absolutely. It might be the only playoff caliber game they get. Kelly's still dancing. Well, I'm glad you brought up LSU and Kelly dancing with recruits. Because let me tell you, I've said all along Vanderbilt wins 6 games. I've said I thought South Carolina would be that 6th win. However, I actually believe LSU is beatable. So between LSU and South Carolina, I think we get our 6th win. I think LSU's our better chance. I just don't think LSU's that good. Tennessee, big road win? Absolutely. Conservative and blew them out. Conservative. Stoops' time is running short? Absolutely. They're already talking about basketball. No lie.
That's
I
a
watched
fact.
I watched some Kentucky podcasts, and they're talking about basketball.
Stick
Texas
to
A&M.
basketball, guys.
Yep. You missed the kick. Hate it for Bowling Green, because Bowling Green probably deserved to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
South Carolina stood on business. I called it. I said the Cox would zip the zips. They were close. Hugh Freeze is a fraud. So let me address that. Jonathan, I don't know if you saw it. I'm personal friends with a former quarterback at Ole Miss who just happens to live right down the road from me.
You talking about Bo?
And oh yes, and he took some shot. He took some shots this weekend about Hugh Freeze and the stuff that he did to get Bo Wallace on the field. Hugh Freeze is his fraud. I'll skip the Vanderbilt one. I'm saving it for last.
Yeah.
Florida, yep, they won one.
Yep.
I said it in July. Florida's a 2-win team. They got their 2nd win. Billy Napier, I've called it since July. He gets fired after the UCF game when they lose to the in-state lower program that they view UCF as a lower program. And when they lose to them, Billy Napier's fired. They'll make the announcement on Sunday morning. Book it.
Well, actually, somebody last week educated me. There's a Florida law that says that they cannot let him go until they give a 2-week notice that there will be a board meeting. So there's that. I just found out.
They were supposed to have had the board meeting 2 weeks. Sunday will be 2 weeks ago that they were supposed to have had the board meeting. So that's how this is all coming to fruition. Mississippi State, man, if you're Will Rogers, are you kicking yourself right now? You're riding the bench at Oregon behind Dylan Gabriel, and the guy that they brought in to replace you at Mississippi State is out for the season.
Yep, gone.
Yep, he's out.
Will Rogers could be starting in the SEC right now. Said what I said. Ole Miss, yeah, there's a lot of flashy parts in that offense.
Mm-hmm.
Arkansas, SEC win. Absolutely. I'm going to get mine soon. Texas, Manning, yours, it doesn't matter. I tend to agree with it, but let's pump the brakes on Arch Manning for a minute.
Yours is better, no doubt. I'm just saying they can win with Manning as well.
Right. I think it makes a difference who Manning has played against, why his numbers look so flashy. It is what it is. They're both great quarterbacks.
Yeah, but keep in mind, you can still rely on being Peyton and Eli.
Yeah, but if you know anything about the Manning family, and trust me, I do. I've been a Manning family guy since the '80s when Archie was playing for the Saints.
Or you mean the Aints?
Cooper Manning was the best athlete of the entire family, and that's Arch's dad.
Oh yeah,
just want to throw that out there.
Go ahead,
Oklahoma,
Chris.
welcome to the SEC.
Ran
Brent
like
Venables.
a fucking gazelle. Ran like a fucking gazelle.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say this though, Peyton Manning. If you watch Peyton Manning's what is it, his biography footage, the first probably half an hour of it talks a lot about him, and it shows clips of him playing in high school and shit. And snatching
was
the
good.
ball over somebody's head.
I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, there was like a NFL Football Life on Archie Manning and just showing Cooper Manning highlights, and it was like, fuck.
Dude was the best of the bunch.
If he didn't get that, like, what was it,
He had
disease
cancer.
or
I believe he had cancer.
yeah. So if he didn't get that, he'd easily be in the NFL and be the greatest Manning of all time. There's no doubt about that.
So what? That's crazy.
Okay. I think that might be a tad bit far.
Yeah, crazy talk.
Oklahoma, welcome to the SEC. Brent Venables, get your head out your ass. You don't bench Jackson Arnold because he got sacked a gazillion times and he had no offensive line to protect him.
He's not
Jackson
the only problem
Arnold.
in that offense.
Exactly. The bigger problem is the offensive line. The guy that you replaced Jackson Arnold with went 3 straight 3-and-outs, and then the fourth possession they had, he picked up a first down and then went 3-and-out. Hey, what are we doing here, Brent Venables? Put Jackson Arnold back in that lineup and gives you the best chance to win. I said what I said. Now let's get to Missouri and Vanderbilt. I'm standing on business. We won that game. Period. The end. Stop it. That safety on the kickoff after the field goal to make it 10-7 Vanderbilt, that was a safety. And anybody that calls him down at the 2-yard line for forward progress is smoking some of that Diddy candy.
I feel you. Had the same thing happen to the Ravens. We got Dak Prescott's ass in the fucking end zone, and they called it some bullshit.
You still won the game, though, right?
I want to say bye to Emily. Thank you for coming on. I know you got to run, and we will see you next week. Mwah. All right. So, Chris, quick question. The officials took this game away from Vanderbilt, right?
I mean, it was a bad call. I'm not going to say
the game, right?
I think it changed the game because at that point it makes it 12-7, and we get the ball back.
So the ref screwed y'all.
I feel like we did, but we also missed some opportunities later in the game that could have won it.
They're just human, Chris.
They're human. I agree. They're human. They're human. I don't think it was any grand conspiracy to do it.
He did miss it. So
yeah.
So I've been waiting for that because, like, the LSU South Carolina game, whether you admit it or not, there was a one-sided agenda in this game because of
I don't think it's a grand conspiracy to do that, though.
I didn't say it's a grand conspiracy. I said if it was Bama, Georgia, Ohio State on the other side, the calls would not have been made. That's what I said. That's called tipping the scale. And Chris said, they're just human, Andrew. Well, when he got his safety and he was in our group chat and he's like, "This is bullshit," and it is, by the way, Chris. I agree with you. That was a motherfucking safety, and that changed the game. But I told Chris, they're just human, Chris. But I felt his pain because that shit was a safety. He ran his own ass in the end zone, and then they're like forward progress. I'm like, what? No fucking way they make that call because your name is Bandy. That is why. If that was Georgia, that's a safety. I stand on what I say.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to get under the 2 hour mark. I got one more person I'm waiting on to come in the chat. Then we'll get our other special guests on because we're going to wrap up. I need it to be under 2 hours so I can make shorts. So these are our picks. Emily, her picks are the same as mine. Mac's picks were. Mac, your pick was the same as mine, right?
Yes, I believe. Yes, I do. I do believe so.
All right. So, as you can see, Mac and Emily agree with me and James, right? So, Chris has some different picks in there, and I understand why he chose Louisville, and I understand why he chose Kansas State. That is a fact. However, Kansas State is a fucking fraud. I said it 2 weeks ago, and they got their fucking ass beat last week just like a fucking Sunday.
Yes, you did.
They are fraud. So this is our pick. So now we have Jonathan. So I'm going to let Chris explain his picks before we get to our people and then do final thoughts on it. Jonathan, who are you picking in each of these games?
Okay. So Oklahoma State, K-State. Okay. Yeah, they got blown out by BYU, but this game was 6-0 almost at halftime. And then the wheels just fell off on K-State. I think that game changed in like 9 or 10 plays, it felt like. Oklahoma State, who I've been high on, I don't know what's going on here. They are not the running. They don't have the running game like we've seen last year, and the defense has been getting picked apart. I think
they are 3-1.
Yeah, but they are 3-1. I'm going to go with the home team. Somebody's got to have a bounce back, but they're both, in my opinion, right now soul searching. But I believe in Kansas State. I will take the Cats, and then Notre Dame, Louisville. Yeah, this one. Oof. Man, this game was so much fun last year. I was so glad Louisville beat them. But anyway, I think Notre Dame at home will bounce back. But this game's going to be ugly, and it's going to be close because Riley Leonard, he's been a pretty solid runner, but he's not flashing anybody with his passing ability. But I do think the defense will help them. I think Notre Dame wins a close one. Is that Stanford, Clemson? Yeah. Look, Stanford, I think, is a little better than we might have all expected. I mean, they played TCU pretty close and got a great win at Syracuse last week. I know it's Syracuse, but it was still a good win for them, first ACC win. But look, Clemson's a different level of talent, different animal. I got Clemson. Oklahoma, Auburn. Yeah, this one's going to be butt-ass ugly. Oklahoma has like 12 takeaways on defense, one of the best in the country. Auburn loves to give it away. I think Oklahoma takes it away, 17-10 Sooners. And then Georgia, Bama. Honestly, I flip a coin on this one. I think the line was like 2 points maybe. This is going to be a dandy. I kind of was wondering if maybe parts of the hurricane were going to go through there and they were going to be playing in the rain because that would have been really cool to see. But I'm going to split this one with y'all. I can see it going either way, but I'm going to go Georgia.
So Georgia's a 1-point favorite.
Okay, it's one. Okay.
And you're going Georgia. And I get it. Like, I've been high on Georgia. I even put in my top 10, Georgia's number one to beat because that's who Georgia is. But this is in Bryant-Denny. Georgia has had some problems. Moving the ball. I think the athletes in Alabama will get them fits. So they studied that tape of Kentucky. So I think Alabama wins. But here's something else I want to bring to your attention. We're trying to wrap it up. Auburn, Oklahoma is also only a 1-point spread now, bro. One.
Very, very close. Yeah.
One. I'm just saying. Anyway, so
watch it be 10-9 Auburn or some shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. So I want to bring on our guests, and then we'll get the final thoughts. Our final guests.
Historically, the visiting teams have had a lot of success,
and these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate.
did not realize I had that on move. I apologize. Football frame of mind, Cam, Brandon, how we doing?
Man, it's a good day for obvious reasons, but it's a really good day.
Yeah, man, it's good. What's up with y'all?
Man,
I heard some stuff tonight.
We have an alliance, which we will get to shortly. But until we get to that, because I got to keep this under 2 hours so I can cut it. I just want y'all real quick to make y'all's picks. We'll start with you, Cam. Go down the line.
Was that Oklahoma State
and
Kansas State? Yeah, okay. Give me Oklahoma State, man. I like Ollie Gordon. I think he's gonna get back on track, man. Notre Dame and Louisville? Sheesh, man. I don't know. Man. Notre Dame, I feel like they playing mad now, but Louisville got some stuff too, man. But I'm gonna rock with Notre Dame in this one, man. I just think they gotta win, or they ain't gonna make the playoffs. Let's see, Clemson and Stanford, man. Give me Clemson, man. Did you see what they did last week? Not nice. Not nice, man. Stanford, I'm sorry, but y'all shouldn't have came there. I shouldn't have went to the ACC. Not at all. OU and Auburn, man. I'm never picking the barn. Are you serious? No. OU, man. OU. I don't care if they bench their quarterback, whatever, man. I never picking the barn. I don't like Auburn. Let me see. Georgia and Alabama, man. It's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be a fun game. Y'all better watch it, man. I don't care what you're doing. You better watch it, man. But it's Roll Tide all day, man. We gonna eat some dogs. Ain't that the thing going around nowadays? Eating dogs and cats and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna eat some dogs Saturday.
All right, Brandon, what you got?
Man, I don't like what I'm seeing from Kansas State right now, especially what happened recently with that loss to BYU. I think Oklahoma State has too many athletes, especially in Ollie Gordon. I think their quarterback's pretty good. Give me the Cowboys. I've got them. Notre Dame, Louisville's a really good matchup. I think Louisville matches up really good with a lot of people, honestly. But I think Notre Dame has a little bit too much. And like Cam said, I think this is a must-win. I think it's a must-win, man. I think they really need this win. I think they're going to come out and get the dub, man. Stanford and Clemson, that's a boat race. Stanford has nothing that's going to even come close to stopping Clemson. So give me Clemson. I don't like Oklahoma whatsoever, but Auburn does not have what it takes to beat them, unfortunately. I think Oklahoma gets things on track. They're going to take
1 point spread. 1 point spread. 9 injuries for Oklahoma and a true freshman starting. Just wanted to throw that out there.
That quarterback looked really good last week. I think
he
might make some noise.
Yes, he
did. After 5 possessions. But, yeah, continue on. Yeah, I chose them too. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah, you're good. The last game is the game everybody's been talking about. And I've just been more impressed with what Alabama's brought to the table than Georgia. I think Georgia's got me a little scared to really risk it on them. And I think Jalen Milroe's playing really good, not turning the ball over. 14 total touchdowns, almost 800 yards passing. Give me Alabama, man.
Yes. Yes, he is.
James Bird, that's why I was laughing. 6 a.m., buddy. 6 a.m.
Cody says Auburn gets that. And I tell you, I struggled on this pick, y'all. You can ask even the people, James and Chris and Mac in the group chat. Like, I originally had Auburn winning this game. Like, I did. But Auburn, so Jekyll and Hyde. But Oklahoma, let me put it this way. If Auburn wins this game, I will not be shocked. Facts. 1 point spread, money line, heading toward Auburn. I don't know, man. That tells you all you really need to know. But I'm cool with it. So we have a new alliance, right? Like we not getting rid of old friends. We just starting new things, right? That's how we roll. We still have our friends, but we have something new in the works.
Spend it all on you, baby, just watch. A BMW, a Bugatti.
stop. Get you a fancy yacht, any chance I got. When I become a zillionaire, I'll spend it on you. So you take your whole pick, McQueen or Jimmy Choo, and I'll get her real quick. Get you a fancy yacht, any chance I got. When I become a zillionaire. That was perfect. I'm gonna work it to impress you.
I will tell you, it is exciting for me to branch off and come together with great friends that are here. Everybody, like, it's going to be exciting. We're working together. We're going to share each other's stuff. We're going to help each other. Can y'all hear me?
You're coming in and out.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a fan coming in and out.
That's what she said, Brandon.
Sounds like you're in that hurricane, bro.
Can y'all hear me now?
Sounds like
Oh, yeah.
Helene is there.
All right, I'm on my MacBook, so I don't know. Anyway.
I'm on my MacBook. That's a flex.
Look, you bought it for me, and I love it. Okay? Let me enjoy it, Sam. Let me.
That's a flex. That's a flex.
But we are going to help each other. We are going to grow each other. We're going to do shorts. We're going to do podcasts. We're going to hit memes. I want to help these gentlemen grow. Right? They want to help me get into the new age with TikTok and YouTube because I'm an old fucker and I don't know shit about it, right? So good alliance there. Look, I love calling myself old because, like, if Chris wasn't here, I'd be the oldest one on here. So thank you for
Damn.
Agree to disagree.
So, Chris, man, like, it's a good time always having you on the show. I was waiting all day to talk about that safety because I wanted to tell you they're just human like you did me on my own show. But you were 100% right. That shit was a safety, y'all. 100% safety. But before, we got 20 minutes left, and he wants to know where you at, Cam. I want to show you.
Hey, I am enjoying retirement, man. I am retired, man. But I'm in Texas, man. That's where I'm at, man. I'm enjoying
Fuck
retirement.
you, Dallas.
So tell me, Brandon.
You see the hat, right?
Does he make this? Is this like the referees call? Is this a make? A field
attempt when they've been inside the 20, and Bond drills him. Just squeezed it in. Counts all the same. 6-point lead for A&M, but Bowling Green still very much in it.
Bowling Green, they bended, but they didn't break here. Great job holding it off. Just
Bruh.
That's a minute. They said.
That's rough. No.
It was clearly no good.
Not
dude,
even
that was
close.
like left. Like it literally went like that and just like curve went straight left. I'm like, dude, where were you at to think that was good? Like,
and both goal judges said, "Oh yeah, that looks right."
Damn, just free 3 points, bro. We giving them out like coupons. Like, what's going on?
He missed that though.
That's a miss. But
sorry about that.
Now they gave it to Texas A&M the same way Usher gave Justin Bieber to Diddy.
Oof.
So Andrew, I don't know if these guys have seen this video yet, but it's in there if you want to share it.
Yeah.
It's down there on the slides.
Let's share it real quick, then we'll go into our final thing because I got to be off by the 2-hour mark.
Facility that will be unveiled next year. It's a short kick. On a bounce, it gets past Mizzou at the 4. It's Burks in a world of trouble, and he's tackled. They're going to give him forward progress.
Yeah.
Half-yard line.
That is dangerously close.
They marked him.
Dog, you're like there, bro. Forward progress is a bit of a stretch, bro.
They marked him.
Like, that's definitely a bit of a stretch.
They marked him at the 2-yard line.
Oh,
that's a safety.
no.
all
No,
day
indeed.
long.
I was gonna
He
say
ran-
half
he
a
ran
yard line at best.
He ran backwards. He ran
Missouri
backwards
ball,
on his own.
first down, half
Nope,
yard
that's
line.
a safety all day.
Missouri ball, first
wow.
down.
Nope.
At that
That's
half-yard
fucking
line.
Missouri
crazy.
ball to have that. All right, so final segment because I've got to be off by the 2-hour mark because Cody taught me something.
I know that I can't take no more. It ain't no lie. I wanna see you out that door, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. I don't wanna be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for two. You may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye, bye, bye.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, we got
That's my
50
shit
minutes.
right there.
Sam, final thoughts.
Oh, me? Oh,
Take two.
all right. Take two. Action. Bama rolls Saturday, man, and Milrow gets this Heisman train started. You feel me? So get ready. You know it's over with already. Georgia don't know what's going on. As far as the NFL side of things, my Ravens got the win. Let's keep going. Let's keep
Let's
going.
go.
We got one. We got one. Let's go. We got one. So that's my final thoughts, man. Bama rolls, and then let's keep rolling with the wins, man. Ravens, 1 and 2. Let's go. We gonna get this thing, man. Get the thing.
Let's go, man.
There
The
you
whole
go.
team. Whole team.
James, final thoughts.
So first off, thank you, NSYNC, for giving us this song. Thank you, Deadpool and Wolverine, for reviving this song and doing what you've been doing. Third, I may be in the Army, but my stomping grounds remain in the Navy. So when the time comes, go Navy, beat Army, baby!
Booty.
And last but not least, you can catch me tomorrow on the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. And at the end of the day, you will know whose game this is, with everybody saying, "No Mercy Sports." Yeah!
Final thoughts.
I love the LA Knight reference. That is the man.
Hey!
Just two quick things. Number one, I'm sure you guys have probably seen it. There is a monster hurricane working its way through the Florida area. You're in it. That's right. Sending prayers, thoughts, love to those people. Pray everybody got out. Pray everybody gets through it okay. And then the second thing, I see the shirt I see kind of influenced this. Army's playing Temple right now. I don't know what the score was. Last I saw, it's 14-0. Army undefeated, Navy undefeated. The G5 playoff race is going to be fun to see who gets that spot, and I sure hope it's a service academy. That would be the most
Fire, bro.
Booyah, Navy!
That would be the most America thing ever. If one of them got in the playoffs.
Ain't none of that. Who? Yeah.
Booyah!
Killing them. Army is killing them.
Don't get that
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait for that game. I seriously cannot.
Have me squeezing in my service uniform.
I hope everybody's parlays hit and fuck Vegas. I can't wait to watch college football on fucking Saturday. I want to see the Bama Georgia game. I want to see Tennessee and Texas kick the shit out of some people. I want to see the Cox do their walk.
Next week. We have a bye week. Next week.
Yeah, man, and I'm ready for football.
Yes, sir.
Chris, final thought.
Army scored again.
Final thoughts. My Doors are 2-2. They're exactly where I thought they'd be. They did not get there the way I thought they'd get there. But this is a team that could conceivably be 4-0 right now.
Yes.
Probably should be 4-0. And if they were 4-0, they'd probably be ranked. It's a sour pill to swallow. But while we're having this discussion, Cameron, thank you for your service, kind sir. James, appreciate your service, kind sir.
Yes, sir. Both you gentlemen.
But at the end of the day, one's a damn ground power and one's a squid. Marines, baby, all day long.
Hey, don't forget who your daddy is that has to get you to the places you need to go to.
This is not a competition, okay?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I just said I got a special treat for you.
All I know is Midway, the Army threw down their weapons, and we came in and cleaned up their damn mess for them. They ain't got no room to talk.
All right.
You know, man.
Brandon, final thoughts. We not getting into that.
I can't do it. I can't do it, man. That wasn't my call. Just say that.
Nah, man, it's a new era, a new chapter, fresh start. Out of the shadows of you know who can make an impact, can change the game forever. You guys are ready? Because I'm ready.
It's real, y'all.
It's a new day when LSU's in danger of losing to Vanderbilt. I said what I said.
No, it's also a new day when Daddy Burrow is on the verge of going 0-4.
Diego Pavia.
So
watch out.
Oh,
so
listen,
I'm glad you mentioned that, James.
Andy
I'm going to
Dalton
make this
is
real
winning
short
that
and
game.
sweet. Isn't it time that we start talking about Joe Burrow being an injury problem and might be time to cut his career short because he can't stay healthy?
Maybe you should be having that talk about Tua, not Joe Burrow.
Hey, man, shut
Joe
up.
Burrow's hurt
Man.
again, too.
He got
at least he don't have
he
concussion
got a
problems.
point.
I mean, he is
Yeah,
hurt
he got a
again, but I
point.
mean, he's still your guy.
All right.
I was on an aircraft carrier. Thank you. Fuck you very much.
Crayon eaters.
Let me say, crayons are
Almost fell out
delicious,
of my
especially the yellow ones.
Thank you guys. We're gonna wrap this up. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you all.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Deuces.
So I'm trying to get everybody down real quick, y'all. James, love you. So everybody, here we are, college sports villains. Lots of new stuff coming out. I'm excited about it. We're going to get a lot of new things, new shorts. We're going to be in stadiums, making fun of your team, and that's okay. You can make fun of my team. We lose a lot. But with that being said, as always, I love you all. And I want to just bring to the point that John 3:16.
Your best behavior, turn your back on